Every Sunday.
All right, perfect. All right, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Okay, great. I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to be real quick, but my name is Leya Atkins, and I'm from a small town called New York City. Has anybody ever heard of it? Yeah. I've been there all my life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually from the South. I'm from Florida, so if you hear a little bit of a Southern accent, please don't make fun of me.
Go
okay?
Florida!
We'll try.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So again, I know you guys are very busy. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I work for a company called Aflac. Now, how many of you guys are familiar with that famous duck on TV? That's my next question. Who can do the best Aflac intimidation or the duck interpretation?
Aflac?
Go.
Aflac.
Go ahead. And last but not least?
Aflac.
Okay, I like him the best. So now that we know the duck and the duck sound, how many of you guys in here know what it is we do exactly? Not guessing, not I think I may know, but what we do exactly.
Car insurance?
Possibly. Go ahead.
My aunt had surgery and she got Aflac coverage from her job.
Mm-hmm.
And during the time she was in recovery, Aflac paid a whole bunch of money to help her pay her bills and stuff. So it was really awesome. She loved it.
Great, and the check will clear, guys. I didn't pay him to do that, but it will clear. So great. So Aflac does a lot of things, okay? And for me to go over everything that we do, it would take forever, okay? And I don't think the boss wants to pay overtime, which is fine. So now that we know the duck, we're familiar with what we do. There's a lot of policies that we have and a lot of things that we cover. Now, having said that, here's a great tidbit for you, okay? Joining the Aflac family, you guys would be joining an elite group of over 50 million people, okay?
Wow.
Now, there's two things that I know in life. One, NyQuil tastes like crap. Two, if it's not at Walmart, it doesn't exist, okay? So you cannot tell me that there's 50 million idiots in the world, right? So you guys would be joining an elite group of over 50 million people. Now, and around the world that have put Aflac in their lives. Now, I'm going to get very emotional with you guys, so bear with me, okay? How many of you guys have ever seen, went through, or dealt with a loved one who's gone through cancer? How did that make you feel?
Shitty.
Stressed.
Well, I've gone through it as well, not myself, but actually my parents. You guys ever have that, know that saying that if you have a dog long enough, you start to look like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, my parents have been together for so long, they actually contract the same thing at the same time. Okay, so my dad was actually diagnosed with prostate cancer while my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer at the same time. Okay, I was in Florida at the time, they're here in California. You know how many flights I had to get on just in case something happened. Okay, so I watched both my parents go through cancer. Now my dad is 10 years. He's cancer free by the grace of God. I don't know if any of you guys are religious, don't want to get religious on you, but by the grace of God, he is cancer free.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, unfortunately, is still battling. Okay, now I did not know anything about Aflac at that time. However, like your family, both my parents had Aflac in their life. Okay, and I'm not going to get into numbers, and I know you guys are going to have individual questions, and I'll get into that later, but my mom was paid $63,000, okay, which to her is a lot, okay, especially when you're a PhD and you work in a doctor's office, you have your own office. As you guys know, if you don't work, you don't get paid, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, try owning a business. If you don't work, there is no business, okay? And I'm not saying $63,000 changed her life, but it helped. Would you guys agree with that?
Sure.
Okay. Now, how many of you guys have been hurt, sick, or injured, and you worried about how am I going to make ends meet? How am I going to pay for my mortgage? Oh God, my car payment's due. How am I going to pay for that?
Party to go to this weekend.
Exactly. Or like me, you know, I'm going to put my kid in private school. How am I going to pay for his tuition? Because some private school tuitions are more than a mortgage. Can we agree on that? Okay. Yeah. So the one thing too, as far as work is concerned as well, tell a little personal story about me. I owned a business. Okay. And my husband and I decided to do something crazy like start a family. All right. But unfortunately, because I was an independent contractor and I did not know this, I didn't qualify for a lot of things. And I don't know if you guys know a lot about independent contractors. If we don't work, we don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is no disability. There is no workman's comp. It is, you're on, if you get sick and you go to the hospital, you have to pay for it out of pocket. There is no coverage. Okay, and I did not know that. Okay, but thank goodness this great state of California, I was able to get covered. Okay, now, this is my last question. Now, how many of you guys feel right now, if something were to happen to you, you're safe and secure? Right now, something were to happen to you, safe, you're secure, everything's going to be fine. before, I knew it was gonna be you, or you have a question?
Well, I have VA and they pay all of my medical bills, so I'm good,
The
right?
VA is great. I love the VA. I'm actually military myself.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. If you were gonna have brain surgery, would you go to the VA? Honestly,
Well, I probably won't need brain surgery. My brain is tip top.
absolutely. Hypothetically speaking, okay, in a perfect world, hypothetically speaking, if you were to have brain surgery, yes or no, would you go to the VA?
Well, if it's free,
If it's free, it's for me. No, go ahead. If you would, that's fine.
sure.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Most people wouldn't. So you're in the lead, okay? Most people wouldn't. For
Okay.
me, the reason why I don't like the VA, and there's nothing wrong with it because they do take care of us veterans, okay? It just sometimes it takes them a long time to get to us, okay? And if I were gonna have brain surgery, I probably wouldn't go to the VA, but that's me. So you're
Sure.
different, and that's okay.
So if I have VA, then if I do, then I probably wouldn't need this then.
Well, we'll get to that,
Oh, okay.
okay? There's, VA does good on some
Okay.
things, but as you know, okay, and I'm sure you're not a spokesperson for the VA, there's some things that they can improve on.
Right.
Okay, so maybe I can help you, maybe not, but we'll talk about it on the side.
Sure,
Is that
sure,
okay?
sure.
All right. So outside of this guy right here, who's awesome, okay, how many of you guys right now feel safe and secure if something were to happen to you? You're covered. You're good. My finances are taken care of. Okay.
I have very great medical insurance.
Okay, and we'll talk about that as well. Because there's some things, you know, a lot of people are like, hey, you know, I have the best insurance, you know, I have a low deductible, but they don't really look at how their out-of-pocket expenses. Okay, so you might have a low deductible, but your out-of-pocket expense is like $25,000. Okay, and last time I checked, I didn't have $25,000 in the bank, but that's me. But like I said, I'll answer that individually. Okay, and we can keep going. Some of you guys have great things, some can be improved, so on and so forth. Let me just move on because, like I said, I was gonna make this real short and real easy. Okay.
Okay.
Now, with as being an American, I don't know if you guys know this, but half of America lives paycheck to paycheck. Okay,
Mhm.
how many of you guys can relate to that?
Mm.
Okay, well, you're not alone, and that's what Aflac understands. Aflac understands that we as Americans, we do something called procrastinate or procrastinations. Okay, how many of you guys in here, as good as your insurance is, or how bad, or whatever the case may be, are prepared for catastrophic events? And I know some of you, a catastrophic event can be a common cold, right? I break a nail, it's catastrophic, I promise you. Okay? And that's what Aflac does. Okay? Aflac actually prepares you for these things that you don't foresee. Because none of us have a crystal ball. We can't see tomorrow, right? Okay? But Aflac, I'm not saying they have a crystal ball, but what happens is Aflac, when you put it in your life, it not only protects you, it protects your family, it protects your finances, it protects what you hold dear to your heart. Okay? And you could go through whatever sickness, whether it's cancer, whether it's a broken nail or a common cold, knowing that you're taken care of. How would that make you feel?
Great.
No, I'm not saying Aflac is perfect. We're perfect by no means, but almost. Okay? So basically, in a sense, if you were to fall, Aflac provides a safety net. Okay? Kind of like falling on cotton. Who would rather fall on cotton instead of cement? Yeah, me too. Now, I know you guys have a lot of questions, and like I said, I was going to make this very short, quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get with you guys individually, okay, because you might have some personal questions that I don't want to share with the group. Is that okay with you guys?
That sounds great.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer your questions individually, and then we'll just go from there, okay? So I hope that I was quick, I was simple. I hope you guys like me. If not, that's okay too, but I liked all of you. Yes, sir.
I had a quick question, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
So since I have the VA, let's go back there, then I don't need it because I already have, I'm already fully covered.
Well, you're the first person I want to talk to because we have a lot in common. Okay, because
Okay.
I'm very familiar with the VA as being a vet myself. So I'm going to get with you first, and then you guys can draw straws.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'm just kidding. All right, thank you guys so much. Give yourself a round of applause. I know it's
Yay.
Just kidding.